Like, who's the most famous? Was it Aaron Andrews, I would say.
Yeah, but you go before that, and there were some. Dr. Jerry Punch, I think, is the most famous sideline reporter.
He did a lot of NASCAR.
He did all the NASCAR, right? He also
Dr.
did some
Punch.
football, yeah. There was a guy, and this is serious, I'm not making a joke, there was a guy whose name was Jack Arute.
Yes, I remember Jack Arute.
Very famous.
AR2 soccer officially.
I'll give you another sideline reporter.
The slug, by the way, CCP says.
Who was the guy? His last name was O'Brien. He ended up hosting like Entertainment Tonight.
Pat O'Brien.
Pat O'Brien was a sideline reporter. Very famous.
Love his restaurant in New Orleans.
I've never been there.
I've never been to New Orleans.
Went one time. I don't want to talk about it. All right, let's pick a bit here.
All righty, magical or math?
Hold up. Are we doing a magical or math?
We already did the Tiger Field. You want to skip down to how do you do?
I know you were going to let Angela pick one. I was just going to bring up a friend of ours.
Yeah, bring up a friend of the show.
Belinda Ledford's going to come up here right now.
All right, Belinda.
You don't have to talk. You don't have to talk.
Oh, yeah, you can make
all right.
She's eating nachos.
Very simple job for you. Belinda Ledford, good friend of ours and the show. Very simple stuff. So what game are we doing here?
Anyone she wants to.
You pick any game and any topic.
Or tripping.
We can do, yeah. So magical or meh?
She's looking at my handwriting and it's not good.
Or tripping.
I know,
so which of those three?
Your
it doesn't matter. It's totally random.
Just pick a number there, yeah.
And then pick a number.
It's Ringo.
It's Ringo. Go ahead.
Okay.
She's going. How do you do? And do you want 1, 2, or 3?
1, 2, or 3. How do you do?
1, 2, or 3. Pick 3. Okay, thank you.
All righty. How do you do brownies? Do you like the corner piece or you like the middle pieces?
Corner piece. Belinda says corner piece.
Belinda with the B says corner.
All right. CCP and all the people at the back. Here's the question on the table.
Anybody here?
Brownies.
Let us know.
When you eat brownies, do you like the corner pieces or the middle pieces? How many of you like the corner pieces of brownies? Who's a corner person? Corner, yeah, corner. I got you. How many of you don't want anything to do with that? You want the middle pieces of the brownie? Okay. See,
wow, it's more of a corner.
I'm normally a corner person, but in brownies, I like the middle, gooey, doughy. Yeah, I don't want the hard, crusty brownie part. Exactly.
That's
okay,
the
it's like the top of the muffin. Yeah, it's like the top of the muffin.
We started a debate.
Oh, that's a good question.
Yes.
CCP says hot or cold brownies. Yes is the answer. Milk or no milk?
Milk, ice cream, whatever you can put on.
Ice cream.
Here's my thing. I'm a corner brownie guy. But here's the deal. If you eat the whole pan of brownies and don't cut it, it's all a corner piece.
It's one big corner.
That's what I plan to do.
I like what you're saying there. Very good. Let's do another how do you do.
All right. This one's the one Brandon and I were talking about in Hibachi Brody on the way up here. When you come across a wreck or something or a disturbance in the road, oftentimes you alert drivers ahead of you after you pass it with flashing your lights. Yeah? How do you do that? How long do you go before you stop it? Because once you go so far, you might splash them and people don't come across the accident, and then they start speeding back up again and run right into it. How long do you go flashing before you stop flashing?
So do we want like a distance?
Yeah.
A number of cars?
Yeah, like do you go a mile, half mile, over the next ridge, what?
Even though the 30 seconds, mile.
I like it. 30 seconds.
Can you see if you do this and then they don't come to the wreck,
They're married 18 years.
then they think there's nothing. It's kind of
why did you do this? Okay, here's my question. Kind of along those lines. When this situation happens to you, do you put your emergency flashers on, or do you just bright light people as they come by?
Oh, you just bright light it.
That's what I do. I normally just bright light people. That's kind of like, hey, heads up.
Yeah, heads up.
I don't put the flashers on.
Do you do that for animals? Like if you saw a deer by the road, not even in the road?
Absolutely. Flash so the next guy knows, hey, there's something coming up.
Belinda says numerous times.
You know, when you're
speeding.
Don't do that because we're lights to each other because you're going to crash into each other.
So you're causing a crash, trying to prevent a crash.
It's interesting.
That's why I wouldn't bright light.
I don't know.
Traffic school.
Traffic school. I don't know if you caught all that, but Belinda basically admitted to the fact that she's a habitual speeder.
Yeah.
That's basically. Yeah, I've been to traffic school a lot, 3 or 4 times. I went to traffic school once. I didn't care for it. It. Wasn't a
You
fan.
have to watch those videos.
Exactly. Belinda could
Blood
probably
on the
teach
highway.
them at this point. Yes, I've been. Yes, okay, I've been twice. Then.
We're gonna go.
Let's go back.
Go ahead and tell that story if you got it. I got to tell something about.
Well, when I went in Kentucky for a very minor violation, which I should have contested because I was not guilty. But long story short, I want to know: do you find the videos that you have to watch? Do you find them believable?
No, they're so poorly acted, but I'm assuming they didn't really. They didn't go out and get like De Niro and Pacino to be
that, and that's what I'm saying. It would be better if they went out and got big time actors.
Daniel
to do
Day-Lewis.
exactly. If I watched it and Robert De Niro was involved in the traffic video, maybe I would pay more attention.
That's all right. What I was going to say is our very first show. Which one?
Brandon says the Goofy video, the Disney. I agree with that. Leadfoot. Now I enjoyed watching
That's way
that.
back
That
in
was
the day.
good. Yeah, that was solid though. I like that.
Our very first Hoss show, Coach Hurt's survival tip was when you're coming out of Salina, Tennessee, don't speed because it's a speed trap. Now, Joe Karen and I were coming home from Florida. I drove up across the mountain through Salina, and I was like, okay, Coach Hurt's survival tip, I will not speed. Sure enough, met a deputy.
I just want to tell you, I know you're telling a great story, but somebody has pulled up with a pontoon. We're in the right spot. This is right where we need to be.
It is.
Good stuff.
Well, maybe on that pontoon.
The right spot, exactly.
Yeah.
The right spot would be on the pontoon in the river or the lake. That's exactly right. You know, I want to add to your story. When Dina and I got pulled over just across the Tennessee line, I was the one driving.
She was with you, but that
Dina wants to
doesn't
make
count on her
sure.
points.
It was funny though, because this young state trooper who was just doing his job, not only asked, what are you doing, blah, 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 but he went deep. I mean, he's like, you got any explosives in the back? This is a true story.
You got any
He's like,
nuclear
are you
weapons in the back?
oh, this is true. He's like, are you transporting any particular thing? And we're like, I'm a middle school assistant principal. What do you think I'm transporting here? So anyway, he wrote us a ticket for speeding. And that was the end of it. But it was an interesting interrogation by this guy.
So he asked if you had explosives.
He thought we were terrorists. Yeah. So, whatever.
Nuclear
It's good.
explosives in the back of your car.
It was all good. All right. What else we got?
All righty, let's let me see the show sheet real quickly because I don't know.
Couple trippings?
Do we like? Yeah, let's do these trippings.
Okay. We don't have the imaging for tripping?
No, we don't have the imaging.
Okay.
Yeah, we do. We played one already. Remember the World Cup hits?
That's right.
Give me a second. I'll get the imaging.
No, it's okay. I'm
it's
putting
okay.
you
I
on the
got
spot.
It doesn't take but a second.
All right. We will wait patiently.
Spirit of Blue Devil basketball, we're here to ask, are you tripping?
All right. So what do we have?
Well, this is so apropos. By the way, since we asked, we have to name drop a little bit. We've asked Patrick Stulls, former UK quarterback, whether we should keep the Grayson Allen joke.
Right.
He said yes.
Yeah.
Former UK great Tony Delk said no, let it go.
Yeah.
Grayson Allen's back in the news, though. He literally got a tripping violation in the NBA Summer League, also an altercation with Trae Young. There are people out there defending Grayson Allen. Is it tripping to defend Grayson Allen's antics?
Yes.
I think it was his mom. Pretty sure. Yeah, I think
sure he's got a face not even mother can love.
I think it's tripping. I mean, the guy's a habitual. What's the word?
Is it a habitual or an habitual?
That's a great question. Is it a hour?
No,
an hour.
An hour.
So I guess it's an habitual.
I like an habitual.
Says
Makes
the
you sound
English
fancy.
teacher.
Why not? Yeah. So look, the guy cheats. That's the point of this thing. And so yeah, you can't defend Grayson Allen. That's tripping.
I think the only way he gets where he is by, he's really athletic. Don't get me wrong, but he's not NBA athletic.
Are you suggesting that he is a gritty gutty Grayson Allen?
He's a gym rat.
He's
So the only way he gets where he's at is by maybe doing the Danny Ainge thing. Bite a guy on the bottom of a pile, poke an eye, pull some
whatever
hair.
it takes. Scotty Skiles.
Yeah,
type
gritty gutty.
stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So no, I'm not defending him at all. I think it's going to be funny. Now the NBA, you mentioned how fights aren't good.
They're usually bad.
Well, you really can't fight in the NBA anymore. They kick you out for a while.
Yeah.
I just don't know when he plays this thing, if he tries it, if he even makes it to the level of Draymond Green or Boogie on that team, that would be, or Zach Randolph or someone
Sure.
like that.
So here's my question. They banned fighting from the NBA. Basically, they said we're going to put some serious fines, some serious penalties on you. Why would they do that?
We talked about this last week with the Terry Collins thing in the
Right.
MLB.
Yeah,
You got to keep it interesting.
Well, and that's my point. So I'm thinking more altercations. One of the things that replay has done in Major League Baseball is it's made the game less fun, because one of the things that was fun about baseball is a manager coming out and arguing with an umpire and getting thrown out of the game. The theatrics of those things are entertaining. You don't get that anymore, because every time they have an issue, you just go to replay and it's dull. The game was better off when people were arguing and going nose to nose. Earl Weaver
I
and
was
Lou
gonna know
Piniella.
that. Earl Weaver, but
Yeah.
Lou Piniella, man, he got nuclear red.
Yeah, so
That's before he started arguing.
I guess I'm not suggesting people should fight, but I'm just saying that it does draw people in to watch the game.
It does get your big fan of baseball right in there, your non-lover of the game. I'd be more interested in watching it in basketball or baseball if there might be a brouhaha.
Interesting point. Are we ready for cast off?
We got to play cast off really soon. So I guess. Oh no, I've got to ask this one.
Okay,
really quick.
one more
Is it
question.
tripping that an Ontario man? I just saw this on Twitter.
Okay.
Is selling his McDonald's hamburger and fries from 2012. You can buy it.
How is this even possible?
That is not true.
He didn't eat it, and he kept
He
it.
preserved it?
The fries are perfectly preserved.
He put it in one of those McDonald's toy bags.
Oh, he put it in a Happy Meal.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
That's tripping. That's extremely tripping. Who in the world wants to buy a hamburger from McDonald's from 2012?
How much would it take for you to eat that burger?
I wouldn't eat it. I wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't touch it.
If someone offered you an amount of money to eat that burger,
Depends on how they preserved it. I'd
Interesting
eat it.
question.
It's a hamburger.
Hibachi Brody, how much would it take?
to eat the burger, 6-year-old burger, or the fries. Actually, the grease might drain off of them a little bit. They might be better for you.
Interesting.
For 6 years.
Less.
New
Good
McDonald's
point.
method to find.
It would take at least 5 figures.
5 figures.
10 grand I might be able to be
Wow,
talking to.
you're way cheaper
You
than
think
me.
it's cheaper than you?
Oh, heck yeah.
What would
And
it
I'm
take
the one
I'll
who...
do $100. I don't care.
Whoa, Brody.
$100.
I
Sold.
may buy this thing.
There
now.
you go.
I want to see that show. Here, taste this. Let's watch you, Brody.
Good stuff.
No, it'd take more than 10
Get it
grand.
filmed.
I like money and all, but no more than 10 grand. You ready for a little cast off? We did, by the way, pre-show, we did a Periscope, if you want to go watch it, of going through Stulls Country Store right here where we're at. We looked around, looked at all the things you could buy at Stulls Country Store. That's what we're going to cast off, things you could buy at Stulls Country Store.
Outstanding.
Got a couple of strange looks with cast off theme music.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Was the music coming through the amps? Could you hear it? But you could hear it a little bit?
It's a challenge. We got to put the phone up against the mic.
We have a wonderful audience here. We have a lot of people out in the picnic area. We have a few off to our left. We have a couple people up here serving cold beverages. We have probably 20, 25 out here to our right. I guess my question is there a way for audience participation?
Oh yeah,
You think there's a way to do it? I don't know how you would do it.
Yeah, well, think
right.
on that as I tell everybody what cast off is.
I will be thinking on it.
And I read off the items.
Okay.
Cast off is a game where we play. You take the least popular, least best, which is a poor way to say that, item from the list until you have the ultimate champion. You're counting backwards from worst to first. Our list is things you can buy at the Stulls Country Store. And there are about 20 on here almost, so there's plenty of
Big
time.
list.
All right, so we have sodas and fresh produce. Excuse me, that's seeds and fresh produce. Your handwriting's no better than mine.
Sodas.
Coffee, just the groceries, your food, pet food, fresh deli, like getting a sandwich cut for you.
Right.
Cold drinks, T-shirts, cleaning supplies, grilling supplies, home improvement products, toys, automotive supplies, ice cream, candy, medical supplies, gas, ice, and barbecue.
Okay.
Now, do you have a good way of audience participation?
I don't know how to do that. It's a good question. So,
We should just go
'Cause-
around asking.
Well, they don't have the
Count
list.
the numbers.
Yeah.
Well,
they don't have the
let's
list.
do this then. Let's let Lance and Brody take this list around. Okay, all you got to do, now I know it's hard to read, pick any random person. Go ahead, put the mic down. Pick any random